all of the functions that our bodies are being expected to perform at the highest level, which is the most efficient level. What are these methods by which we can move efficiently? Most efficiently. What are these positions that enable our hearts and our vascular systems that enable us to think as clearly, to maintain our attention? On your back, there are two parts of your pelvis and your sacrum and these low vertebrae. You can place your thumbs there. On the front, there are imaginary lines in which reposition to show this. You see, this can be a support for the upper body. The lower body. The lower body with the knees in and the feet out. The lower body with the quadricep activated. The lower body with the right quadricep activated. This is so important to go through these angular activations, these angular positions that are the exact opposite. See, I try to find the ground and then come up, knowing basically how far away it is. And then I want to find the most perfect point to pull up, which is what I've been doing. I've been activating. But then I want to go directly down. Now I'm trying to elevate even higher. Thus, my hands are in the same position. Now I can activate the inner muscles, the other lift muscles. I can activate my traps. I can activate all the multiple muscles here in my neck. That's what I'm trying to do on these inhalations. Now I can do the opposite. I can lean backwards and activate those front muscles. It doesn't take a large amount of angular change to stimulate the awareness of these other muscle groups that can be activated. When these positions on the body become the points of origin, and the sense of balance that you feel or don't feel can exhibit or exhibit your failure to balance. Now, they can be stabilized to act as variables that do not impact the acquisition of the ability to sense and to control the moving parts, the moving joints. How many muscles can I command? How many muscles can I choreograph such that everything goes through its range of motion, its muscular range of motion? Everything has a limit. I can only look so far. My eyes can only see so far. They can only move so far up to the point where if I want to see further than they can move, I've got to move my neck. I've got to change. I've got to command other muscles to activate. And the heights and distances from the body determine what can move to its comfortable extreme and what muscles are needed in the appropriate intensities to maintain stability while these extremes, while these limitations are being explored. Just like there are these rehab uses in which those that are dog-eared and even those that are squared can be placed in corners for athletes or any injured individual, for them to feel the security of the walls while they're trying to reacquire a sense of balance. We're very much like bowling pins. And that the way we're weighted, the way that we're rooted to the ground, enables us to activate all of these muscles that help us counterbalance and counteract the force of gravity. It's relentless. It is relentless. And it's going to kill all of us eventually. But it's empowering us right now when we use it appropriately, when we collaborate with it, when we exercise with it. It's synergistic, and it awakens that innate synergistic potential that we possess. That's in our DNA design. Tip your foot up on this side. Do the same movement at different heights. You will feel the change in how far you can move and what muscles are being activated. See, this is about as far as I can go with my shoulders in this position. Now, when you breathe completely, you're breathing into a region that's been opened up. Now, turn your hands. Stay in the same position, though. Perform the same gesture. Let the point of origin be somewhere on your skull that's aligned with that which is already aligned, or that which is on a meridian. You can have alignments that are asymmetrical, that are flowing, that are tracing the body, and they will limit each other. I can't have my arms apart and get as high as when they're together. Why? Because the angle reduces the height. And because they're joined, my shoulders are limited. At some point, you can only go back so far. And that's okay. That's one of the limitations that we're trying to discover. There are all of these limitations, and there are all of these movements, there are all of these positions, there are all of these points of contact that alter the ways in which our body can affect the muscular concentrations, the muscular contractions, the muscular sensations based on pressure, based on distance, based on placement. See, I'm trying to touch everything. I'm trying to move about and awaken all of that, all of those sensory systems. They need to be stimulated somehow, some way. And that's one thing that a cold shower does. When you position your body in a cold shower, and whenever you think about what those concentration camp sufferers, endurers, went through when they were shipped to those concentration camps during World War II, those camps of slave labor and murder of the most vile, but very human They show